Yes, children. This particular topic, I literally do not know whether it is there or not. Some people are telling it is there, some people are telling it is not there. So we better do it. Okay. So now here, we have to see quantitative aspect of electrolysis. Now in this, we are going to see Faraday's laws of electrolysis, first law and second law. Now what is Faraday's law? Probably you must have studied in physics. I do not know chemical effects of electric current में आपने किया होगा. I don't know. But then what is Faraday's first law? It says the mass of substance deposited or liberated at any electrode is directly proportional to the quantity of electricity passed through the electrolyte. Okay. Now if, say for example, W is the mass of the substance deposited, it is directly proportional to the amount of the quantity of electricity passed through it, that is charge passed through it. Okay. Now W is proportional to Q. Q is nothing but charge passed. W is nothing but mass deposited. Now this is a proportionality sign. So how do you write the equation? W is equal to Z into Q. Now what is this Z? Z is nothing but electrochemical equivalent of the substance deposited. Okay. Now what is Q? Q is charge. And what is charge? Charge is equal to I into T. I is nothing but current strength in amperes and T is time in seconds. Okay. And Q is charge in coulomb. Now the same equation W proportional to Q, which you wrote it as W is equal to ZQ, Q can be written as IT. So you will get this expression W is equal to ZIT. Right? Okay. Now, say for example, if you consider Q is equal to IT, that means 1 coulomb of electric charge is equal to 1 ampere of current passed through 1 second. That is called as 1 coulomb. This is charge. Now if Q is 1, then W will be equal to Z. If Q is 1, then W will be equal to Z. Okay. So how do you define this electrochemical equivalent of a substance? Electrochemical equivalent of a substance is defined as the mass of substance deposited when 1 ampere of current is passed for 1 second. That is 1 coulomb of electric charge when it is passed. What is the mass of substance deposited? That is called as electrochemical equivalent, that is Z. The mass of substance deposited when 1 coulomb of electric charge is passed through the substance. That is called as electrochemical equivalent. Right? Now, if I tell you in simple terms, say you are passing electricity through, say, molten NaCl, okay, and I say that this much of chlorine is evolved. Okay, I say this much of chlorine is evolved. Now if you consider NaCl, then NaCl has Cl minus in it, is it not? Now the Cl minus, how can you show that? You can show it like this. Say Cl minus, this is giving you half Cl2 plus electron. This is how you show it. Okay. Now here half Cl2 is produced. Now I tell you, say for example, say 1.5 ampere of current is passed for 30 seconds. Okay. Now you can find out Q. Q is equal to IT. That is equal to 1.5 ampere into 30 seconds. So you will get Q. So Q will be how much? You will have 10, 1, 4. So 45 coulomb you will get. Okay, so you are passing this much of current. Now I am asking you what is the mass of chlorine formed. For that, what you will do, the Cl minus is giving you half Cl2 plus electron. Now remember, 1 mole of electron will carry a charge of 1 Faraday. 1 mole of electron will carry a charge of 1 Faraday, and 1 Faraday is 96,500 coulomb. Okay, now here you are having half a mole of chlorine, and in the process of this you are getting 1 mole of electron. That means 1 Faraday of electric charge is produced for half a mole of chlorine produced. Is that clear? What is 1 Faraday? 1 Faraday is 96,500 coulomb. 1 mole of chlorine, it is 71 gram. So half a mole will be 35.5 gram. So for producing 35.5 gram, the amount of charge involved is 96,500. So for 45 coulomb, how much of chlorine will be deposited or how much of chlorine will be produced? So this is the kind of numerical that you will get. Is that clear? Based on this Faraday's laws, he is given you the quantity of charge passed through the electrolyte, say molten NaCl I told you. Now molten NaCl is made up of Na plus and Cl minus ions. I am talking about chlorine, so you will take only Cl minus equation, that is Cl minus will give you half Cl2 plus electron. 1 mole of Cl minus. Here you are having, if you write Cl2, then it is 1 mole of chlorine. Here you are having only 1. So to account for that, you are taking half a mole of chlorine. Is that clear? So there is 1 charge. That means 1 electron is released. And 1 electron means it is 1 Faraday. 1 mole of electron. This is not 1 electron, this is 1 mole of electron. Okay. So 1 mole of electron will be equal to 1 Faraday, that is 96,500 coulomb. So for the given amount of charge that is supplied, find out the charge based on current strength and time, and then for this amount of charge, how much of chlorine will be produced. You will find out from the standard equation. This is your standard equation. From the standard equation, half a mole of chlorine is associated with 1 mole of electron. 1 mole of electron is 1 Faraday. 1 Faraday is 96,500 coulomb. Is that clear? So half a mole of chlorine is 35.5 gram. 35.5 gram is associated with 96,500 coulomb. So 45 coulomb will be associated with how much mass. So this is the application that you will get in Faraday's laws. Right? Okay. Now, what is second law of electrolysis? Now, second law of electrolysis says, when the same quantity of electricity is passed through different electrolytes connected in series, this is very, very important. Right? The masses of the substance produced at the electrodes are directly proportional to their equivalent weights. Okay. Now, let us see. Quantity of electricity passed connected in series is equal to the mass of the substance produced at the electrodes. Is that clear? Mass is proportional to equivalent weight. Now let us see that. Now look. Now I have taken 3 cells which are connected in series. Okay. The positive is connected to positive of the battery, and then the negative is connected to negative. तो यहाँ की positive इसके साथ negative के साथ positive, again negative के साथ positive, negative के साथ positive through this. Now here I have placed silver nitrate, then copper sulfate and zinc sulfate. Now these are the cells which are connected in series. Okay. Now what does this second law say? The second law says the mass of silver deposited upon mass of copper deposited is equal to equivalent weight of silver by equivalent weight of copper. I told you mass is directly proportional to equivalent weight. Now what is this equivalent weight? Equivalent weight of any element is equal to atomic weight upon number of electrons lost or gained by that atom or ion. Okay, atomic weight, you know. What is atomic weight? It is the mass of Avogadro number of atoms. Atomic weight of a substance is the mass of Avogadro number of atoms. Or if you talk about compound, then it is the mass of Avogadro number of molecules of that particular substance. Now, this I already told you, 1 mole of electrons, they carry a charge of 1 Faraday. Right? And what is 1 Faraday? 1 Faraday is nothing but 96,500 Coulomb. Okay? Now, 1 mole of electron is 1 Faraday, I told you. Right? Now, how did you get this 96,500 Coulomb? This 96,500 Coulomb came from this. 1 electron का charge है 1.6 into 10 power minus 22. And in 1 mole, there are Avogadro number of atoms. Avogadro number means 6.023 into 10 raised to 23. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19, I'm sorry. The charge of 1 electron is 1.6 into 10 power minus 19. Therefore, in Avogadro number of electrons, if you consider, if you multiply these two, you will get this. It's not exactly this, 96487 ऐसे कुछ आएगा. That has been standardized as 96,500. Okay. This is the charge of 1 electron. 1.6 into 10 power minus 19 Coulomb is the charge of 1 electron. And in 1 mole, there are Avogadro number of electrons. So this is Avogadro number. So 1 electron ka charge into Avogadro number will give you 96,500 Coulomb. That is standardized as 1 Faraday. Okay. Now this 1 Faraday or 96,500 Coulomb, it deposits 1 gram equivalent of the substance. It deposits 1 gram equivalent of a substance. Now, electrochemical equivalent. What is electrochemical equivalent? We saw. That is equal to equivalent weight of the substance upon 96,500. Now, let us try to understand this concept. Okay, let's see. How to find out the equivalent weight of a substance. Now, mass of the substance deposited, charge passed. These two things I have taken. Okay. If Q coulombs of electric charge is passed through a particular electrolyte and W gram of the substance is produced, मान लो, ठीक है? Q coulomb of electric charge pass करने से W gram of the substance is deposited. Okay. Now, if 96,500 Coulomb is passed, what is the amount of substance deposited? That amount is nothing but equivalent weight. ठीक है? For any charge, some mass is deposited. For 96,500 Coulomb charge, what is the mass deposited? That mass is called equivalent weight. Okay? So that's why your equivalent weight is equal to Q into 96,500 upon, W into 96,500 upon Q. Now these are 4 things. 4 में से this you know, this you know, this you know. You can find out the unknown. Your unknown is equivalent weight. So what is equivalent weight? This into this upon this. Is that clear? So equivalent weight is equal to W into 96,500 upon Q. That will give you equivalent weight of the substance. Right?